take long. Damn. Now it's just starting to have fun. Safety off. I think we have company.
Come on!
Square efforts.
Over there! Get him! Dead! Hear me? Fire in the hole!
You're messing with the best.
Sometime, asshole! Son of a bitch!
Nice. That's it. Yes.
You don't look like one of the Rust Devils. What are you doing here?
Maybe I'm just a Rust Devil wearing a clever disguise.
Please, don't insult my intelligence. Why don't you just tell me why you're here, and why we're even bothering to have this conversation?
Hunting down a radar beacon.
A radar beacon? How very interesting. That's a very specific part to be searching for, and you don't look like the typical part scavenger type to me. I calculate a 98.8% chance that you're looking for the Mechanist. If I'm correct, and I usually am, then perhaps we can help each other with our respective
I'm listening.
How refreshing. Then allow me to explain. Now, how can I put this as simple as possible so someone at your processing speed can understand? In order to find the Mechanist, you're going to need more than just my radar beacon. You're going to need access to the facility. I'm willing to provide said access, but you'll have to fulfill two simple conditions. One, you need to get me as far away as you can from these lunatics. And two, find me a new body. Once both conditions are satisfied, I'll gladly provide you with everything you need. Do we have a deal?
Deal.
A wise decision. Once we're at our destination, I'll happily relinquish my radar beacon as a gesture of good faith. Now, I strongly suggest you stop loitering in the middle of a hostile location and get us both out of here at once.
Well, you're not going to need that stuff anymore.
Watch the tripwires. I'd rather keep myself intact today, thank you.
Warning. Hostiles in area.
Out! Find him!
Do not be alarmed. Law and order will be restored.
Take the wrong day to piss me off!
Engaging multiple hostiles.
You really are taking the path of most resistance here, aren't you?
Feeling eyes on my back. Okay, that looked like it hurt. Safety off. I think we have company. You're sworn.
Based on my limited experience with you, I estimate a 65% chance of making it out of here. Not optimal. An increase in effort could have an impact on the odds. This is the one that ripped my head off. I demand we rip her head off. It's only fair.
Think of it, I have.
Who?
Engaging hostile.
Had I a body, I would have killed her myself. Oh well, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Good job, human. Thank goodness we are out of that hole. Don't think your job is done. I refuse to cooperate until you provide a body that meets my standards.
Airplanes always made for good tech salvage. continuing to function at peak efficiency. My onboard functions are operating at full capacity. This should prove interesting. I wonder what you'll build next.
Here you go, Ada. The final radar beacon. I'll need that head back when you're done.
Of course. Shouldn't take but a moment. There you go. Still in one piece. I'm not sure why you want the head back. All we needed was its radar beacon. Besides, robo-brains are notorious for being, well, a real pain in the neck.
What else do you know about the Meta?
Quite simply, it's the first time General Atomics produced a successful union between organic matter and robotics. The brain is used both as a control unit and a data storage unit, which is far more efficient than using standard circuits. Unfortunately, there were a lot of programming issues with these robots, which caused them to be a bit, shall we say, unhinged. Hopefully, this particular robo-brain will have some of the answers that we've been seeking.
We still need it, Ada. I believe it can help us access the Mechanist's facility.
Of course. It makes perfect sense that the Mechanist would not only keep its location a closely guarded secret, but would secure it against intrusion as well. I'm terribly sorry. I hadn't considered that possibility at all. I'm afraid when it comes to assisting humans, I'm not doing very well lately.
Don't be ridiculous. If it wasn't for you, we couldn't have gotten this far already.
That's kind of you to say. Ever since I let my friends die in that caravan, I feel like I've been failing in my duties. I chose the route we took the day we were attacked. Perhaps if I had selected an alternate route, they'd still be alive. Sometimes I wish that Jackson had programmed me with my personality mode set permanently to disabled.
Your personality mode? What do you mean?
Most robots have a personality mode select available to them for their creator to utilize. Turn it on, and we're designed to talk and act more like a human. Turn it off, and we're no better than a mindless automaton. Jackson said he didn't think of me as a servitor robot. He treated me more like a friend. So he permanently set my personality mode to on. He said I should never lose my identity. I suppose I'm starting to think he was wrong.
Your personality defines you as an individual. Never let that go.
You're right. All of the good memories I've experienced being Ada would be lost if my personality mode was shut down. I can't afford to lose them. I really think I needed to hear that from someone else. Thank you. Now I've distracted you for long enough. I'll finish up my calculations while you deal with our new friend, Jezebel. Hopefully, she'll be able to grant us access to the Mechanist's facility, and we can put an end to this nonsense once and for all. extremely pleasant day. Perhaps it will lift our spirits. Jackson ensured I was well built for travel. His modifications will be adequate for quite some time. Everything seems to be proceeding according to plan, ma'am.
I've never been a hammer and nails sort of guy.
This body you've selected for me isn't quite what I had envisioned, but it will have to suffice. Interesting. This body you've selected for me isn't quite what I had envisioned, but it will have to suffice.
What kind of a body were you expecting?
Considering I look like a junk bot that's been hastily welded together by an amateur, I'd say almost anything else would have been better. However, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, given your limited skill set derived from your equally diminished intelligence.
Well, I was going to connect your head to Liberty Prime's body, but I decided to do a little arts and crafts instead. Disappointed?
If you're attempting to use sarcasm as an intimidation tactic, I'm afraid you're wasting your time. Look, it's obvious we don't care for each other's company, which suits me just fine. So, why don't you ask me everything you wanted to know, and then I'll be on my way.
Tell me everything you know about the Mechanist.
Now there's a fascinating subject. The Mechanist, amazingly adept at programming, a veritable genius with electronics. I'm not surprised you're interested. I've been dutifully carrying out the Mechanist's instructions to help the people of the Commonwealth for quite a long time.
I find that very hard to believe.
I can't imagine why. It's actually quite simple. The Mechanist instructed me to seek out and help the people of the Commonwealth. By my calculations, the easiest way to help a human is simply to destroy it. There's no point in prolonging a laughably fragile life. It's the most efficient way to assist them. Any other effort to help tends to result in numerous complex side effects.
I don't think you understand the definition of help.
Help. To give or provide what is necessary to accomplish a task or to satisfy a need. I'm doing exactly as I was instructed. Assisting a human to the best of my abilities only affords a 25% survival rate. That means there's a 75% chance that despite my efforts, the human I'm assisting will die from something beyond my control. Therefore, it's better to hasten the human's death and put them out of their likely chance of misery than to deplete my limited time. It's actually quite elementary, but given your minimal intellect, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised you don't understand.
Can we stop with the petty bickering and just get to the part where you tell me how to access the Mechanist facility?
I promised to answer your questions, and unlike humans, I don't have the capacity to lie. It's rather simple, really. In order to gain entry to the Mechanist facility, you're going to need to outfit one of your robots with an MSAT modification. I'll upload the plans to your Pip-Boy device. There. I've fulfilled my portion of our agreement. Perhaps I'll remain here for a while and see how things resolve between yourself and the Mechanist. Purely for my own amusement, of course. I suspect you'll have quite a tale to tell once you return. But then again, I'd be surprised if you ever return at all.
Got some spare ammo if you want.
It's astounding how much we still have to discover out here.
Hey,
Need something? Take this. You're gonna need it.
I need you to get out of your power armor.
No problem.
What a surprisingly pleasant day. Perhaps it will lift our spirits. What a surprisingly pleasant day. Perhaps it will lift our spirits.
Hey,
What's up? Yeah, sure. I'll trade with you.
The Brotherhood collects technology. Jackson always made it a point to avoid them when possible.
hey,
What do you want? Commonwealth Savings Bank of McCready, open for business. Remind me not to mess with you when you're in that thing.
I trust you're enjoying my company. You and I make quite an effective team. Traveling with you is proving... I trust you've completed your business with Jezebel. I hope she wasn't too difficult.
Never been in a plane before. Highest I've ever gotten.
I got what we needed.
Good. What did she say we need to access the Mechanist facility?
I need to outfit a robot with something called an MSAT. Jezebel gave me the plans.
A custom modification that acts as a key to the Mechanist facility. Very smart. In fact, chances are high the MSAT may be required for multiple access points, like a robot identification card. As for my task, I was able to decrypt the signal with the final radar beacon. The source is coming from a Robco sales and service center, most likely a front for a larger operation. It's time to take the offensive. Have you formulated a plan?
It's time to confront the Mechanist.
I hope you're allowed the opportunity. I too am curious as to what the Mechanist would have to say. Now, if you're ready, I believe you have an MSAT to install. Would you allow me to assist you on this mission?
Not now, Ada. Maybe later.
I understand. I am ready and willing if you change your mind.
Hey.
You've done a heck of a job, Sentinel. Ad Victoriam. May the Institute's fall be a lesson to anyone who'd risk tampering with our humanity.
Shades often spoke of repairing an airplane.
I
But we
hope I
never
live
stayed in
long
one
enough to
place
witness
long
the
enough for
Brotherhood's
him to
next
try.
triumph.
You're making that look easy.
It's always fascinating watching you create.
Ada.
A pleasure to see you again, ma'am. Are you ready to depart?
Time to hit the road.
Excellent. I'll endeavor to do my best. Robco Sales and Service seems the perfect innocuous place for a military installation.
Attention, this is a reminder. Any recovered historical, technological, or social documentation should be delivered directly to Proctor Quinlan.
I saw
That
the
is all.
Institute explode from up here. Great work.
Can I help you with anything?
I'll take a look.
All of my weapons are mission ready.
We may have liberated the Commonwealth, but our job is far from over.
You've done a heck of a job, Sentinel. Ad Victoriam.
Sentinel. Stand by for takeoff. Weapons hot and ready to bring the pain, ma'am. Setting her down at the target location.
Listen, Bunker Hill doesn't want any trouble. You have some seriously powerful friends. If it'll keep us on their good side, consider yourself to have the run of the place. And the next time you need something, just ask, all right?
I want to trade a few things.
Of course.
I can't believe Kessler keeps this town together. Between the caravan bosses and the raiders? Yeesh.
Look,
I'm
trying to
tempted to join the
relax.
railroad with all
Been on
this
the road
shit.
a long time.
I don't know. People gotta do something, Dad.
When did you start to care about synths? Hey, you. Talk some sense into my numbskull son. Getting involved with the railroad is just trouble.
You should look after yourself.
See? Now that's some advice. We got a business. You know how lucky we are? And you want to throw it away.
All I do here is help crusty old caravan hands, no offense, go blind off rot gut. At least the railroad's fighting the Institute. And why not save synths?
Might as well go off and join the Deathclaw Preservation Society.
Synths are weapons built by the Institute.
You don't know that.
You see, boy? Now stop this nonsense. We got customers.
Need a place to stay? Grab it before someone else does.
This some kind of motel?
I prefer the term flop house, but don't tell my pa that. Gets him mad. When caravans pull into town, they need a place to sleep, so we rent out all the beds we can. So did you want one?
Gonna pass.
You won't get a better deal. This is the only flop house in town.
I'm Stockton. You've heard of Old Man Stockton, yes?
Stockton.
I run 3 caravans that travel throughout the Commonwealth.
Old Man Stockton.
You ever buy anything from Good Neighbor or Diamond City? Odds are it's been delivered by my men.